Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we have another speed build, but this one is a little bit different because it is only half of a speed build, and I'm going to tell you why. So for those of you who don't want to stick around, that's okay. For those of you who do, you are not going to be disappointed because the inside of this mobile home turns out really cute and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So story time, I was recording this speed build last night around 10 p.m. and I was working really hard on it. It took me a long time because I put in a lot of detail for it, and I recorded the whole thing, kind of, but we'll get to that. And when I finished the build, I went to go stop my recording and I realized that I couldn't stop the recording because it was not recording. So I realized that it was not my fault and it was in fact my cat's fault. For those of you who know, I have a cat named Lacey. She's gonna be 1 whole year old in about 2 months. And when she wants attention, she will jump on my desk and she will walk and just get like right up in my face. She will walk in front of my monitor, she'll walk around my keyboard, she'll sit on my mouse, she'll literally do anything to get in my way. And so last night, after I had realized it wasn't recording, I remembered that she jumped on my desk and she stepped on my keyboard, and I didn't realize that she stopped the recording. I didn't think to check to see if she stopped the recording because honestly I was just more worried about getting her off of my desk. So really I guess it's my fault for not checking, but she was a pain in my butt. So that's why we only have half of a speed build today. So after that footage is cut off, we are going to jump into the game and I'm going to show you guys the rest of the build and what I finished after the recording stopped, and you guys will kind of get a better look at it through me just showing you with some sims and through tab mode and whatever you call it, instead of seeing it through screenshots. So since this build is pretty small on the inside, I think screenshots kind of would have been difficult to show off everything anyway, so I feel like the video might be a little better. Again, I'm sorry this happened. It's not going to be your normal speed build video, but bear with me, you guys. It has been a heck of a week and I have just so much more that I need to do before I visit my parents on this weekend. So I really did not want to re-record and rebuild this because I worked so hard on it and I just really honestly don't have time. So this is what you get. Sorry. But honestly it's probably a little better than just getting screenshots in my opinion. So now we will talk about the build. I used a lot of debug plants from Strangerville because that's obviously where I built it. And I also used that debug trailer and truck, which you saw that I already had placed before I started recording the video. That is because scrolling through debug is so annoying, and I don't have mods in my game right now, so I didn't even think about getting that one debug organizer mod, and I just wouldn't have it in my game, so I did not want to sit there and scroll while recording just for you guys to see me find a trailer. So thing is, I actually tried searching for the trailer in debug before I started recording and I was scrolling forever and I just could not find it. So I ended up finding a simmer on the gallery who actually posted the debug trailer. Their origin ID is Kalani, and I'll probably pop it up in words on the screen for you guys. And they have a room build called DIY Caravan Base Game, which includes a trailer attached to a truck. So originally I was gonna place this on the lot, but with the truck paired in the room, it was too long for this lot, so I had to place it on a separate lot, delete the truck, create a new room with just the trailer, and then place it back on this lot. So to save you guys from seeing all that, I did that before the recording, but there is a debug trailer that you can use for mobile home builds like this. And if you want to find it easier, you can find it on Kalani's gallery page. So you'll see that I added not a whole lot on the outside of this build. I wanted to keep it simple, so I just added a grill, a cooler, a few seating areas, and then just some lights to kind of decorate. And then of course we have that little laundry rack outside also. Now we're moving to the inside of the build, and I wanted to use this brown paneling because when I was looking through reference pictures, a lot of 70s builds had this reddish brown paneling on the walls, which actually looked really good in this build by the end, and I actually really liked it. Because at the beginning I was like thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, is this like too much with the wood floors and whatever. But after I fully decorated, it looks so good, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. And then of course we had to use this beige tile in the bathroom and in the kitchen. And I know it looks old, but I tried to keep the inside of this mobile home looking more vintage instead of dingy. And I think I did a good job of that, so yeah. And I kept a lot of orange colors. I used yellows, greens, I think that's it, besides the door being blue, which doesn't really match, but I felt like it gave a little bit more color on the outside. And I was really struggling with the wallpaper, the wall color in here, because I wanted to use that burnt orange color of the couch, but I didn't want the wood paneling on that wall because it matches so closely. So I ended up going with this peach colored wallpaper with the floral design on it, and I felt like it was a little more subtle. I wasn't sure if it was like too boring for the room, but it ended up looking really good after I added the gallery wall on that side of the couch. And I also used a few things from Tiny Living and Eco Lifestyle, just because they're also fitting. And then you guys will not believe how long it took me to figure out how to fit these paintings on the wall, so I just cut it out so you guys didn't have to see me rearrange a million times just to get it to look good. And so that is that. And then here we started putting up some curtains for the bay window, and then after I do these hanging plants, you'll see how I put the plants inside of the bay window. So bay windows are kind of tricky in The Sims. For those of you who don't know how to do it, if you want to put things inside of the bay window on that little platform, you can't do it from the inside of the build. You have to go to the outside like I did and raise it up, because that ledge is not considered inside, it's considered outside. So if you want to put something on it, you need to go on the outside of it and raise it up, just like I did with those 3 plants. And it's a little annoying, but it kind of makes sense. So I'm not mad about it, but it is a little more difficult. And here we're gonna add a little clock from Bowling Stuff Pack, super cute, matches. And then we're gonna change out the light and add a few more decorations in the living room. And then I think we're gonna add a rug, and then we're about at the end of the video where it gets cut off by poor little Lacey and her dumb little mind. She doesn't understand keyboards. So after this cuts off, we are going to jump right into the game, and we are gonna have a little tour through the rest of the build that I finished after this cuts off. So here we go. Alright, you guys, so now we are hopping into the game, and here I have our little family that is living here. This is Jolene Freeland and her daughter River. So I did finish this mobile home as suited for 2 Sims, because I used the bunk beds, and this is how it ended up turning out. So I didn't add that much extra on the outside after the recording ended. I did add this little guitar here because Jolene actually wants to be a folk singer. And if you guys want to download these Sims, I aged up the kid and I changed their outfits, but they are on the gallery by SachaCat1, and super cute. So this is how they were uploaded, a mom and a toddler, and I just aged up the little girl because I have bunk beds in here not suited for a toddler. So props to that other simmer for creating these cute little Sims to live in this mobile home. So now enough of me talking and blabbing, let's go on the inside. So moving inside the little 70s style mobile home, here is the living room. So you can see that I didn't add a whole lot of other things. I added these little floor paintings over here, and then I added these extra curtains, or I don't know what you call them, the beads, the beads with the curtain in front of the window, just to make it look a little more boho 70s. And then we've got her backpack, and here we've got the kitchen. So I didn't change a whole lot through here either. I did add these little lights under the cabinets because that is just, it's fitting. Definitely looks old to me. And I added these little plants, and I added this poster over here because if you remember, I actually had it on the bedroom wall, but I moved it in here because I added some other decorations. So now you go through the kitchen and we're in the bedroom. So I did use the new bunk beds, and I actually used this green and brown swatch of the bunk beds because I think they fit the best with the style. None of the other swatches on the bunk bed really felt 70s to me besides this one, and it matched the color scheme of the whole mobile home like I wanted. And also this rug on the floor, I literally have never used this in any of my builds, but this one actually came with Get Famous. So let me know in the comments if you want to know where that's located, but it's in the rug section and it only shows up as like a little sliver of a circular corner in the rug section of build by mode. And so I've also I fit in a dresser, and we added a lava lamp, obviously. We added some toys for the little girl, and then we've got a little shelf over there and mirror. And I think it came together really cute. I used these curtains from Paranormal Stuff Pack because they had the beads on them, and I like it. So this is how the bedroom looks, and originally my idea was to do 2 twin beds, but one was on each side of the room, but I ended up realizing then I wouldn't have room for a full dresser, so I did the bunk beds, and they actually fit a lot better. Alright, so now through here is going to be the bathroom. And in the bathroom, we used this beige tile throughout the whole thing. And we've got a stand-alone shower on this wall, which is from Discovery University. We've got the little soap bottles from Snowy Escape, and then we've got the shelf above the toilet from Tiny Living, and the sink from Get Famous. And the bathroom is not as small as I thought it would be. Originally, I was gonna do shower on the right, then toilet, and then sink. But this gave me a little bit more room to add a little bathroom cabinet and actually have room for hanging the towel. So yeah, that is the whole interior of the build, and I'll do a little top-down view for you so you can see it a little better. So we've got the living room right at the entrance, and then we've got the kitchen, which does have space for your sim to cook on this countertop. This is not actually placed on the counter, so it's not taking up counter space. And I did remember to put a trash can and a dumpster, yay, and a mailbox. And then here we've got the bedroom, which if you guys want the bedroom to be private, you can always switch this archway with an actual door. And then here we've got the bathroom, and everything is usable. Your Sims can still get on the bunk bed. They can both sleep here, and they can use the sink. They can sit and watch TV. There we go. And there isn't any air conditioning in here, which probably should add that in here because they're really, really hot. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what your favorite generation to build is. Mine would definitely be either the 70s or the 80s. That's one of my favorites. Let me know what your guys' favorite is, your favorite decade, and let me know if you like the build. Sorry it wasn't a whole normal speed build, but this was the best I could do in my time crunch. So thank you guys so much for clicking on this video and staying through to the end. If you liked it, give it a little like, and if you want to see some more speed builds, some real speed builds, or if you want to see some other gameplay, make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep up with everything and become a member of the family. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.